everybody. Welcome back. I'm Nathan. I will be your host this evening, and we are Story Reckless. I am the DM. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm going to pass it over to our players for their intros.
My name's Claire. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Primrose. Still working on this. Furbolg Warlock.
There you go.
And my name is Olive. I use she and they pronouns, and I am playing Propriety. Skeletons.
Skeletons.
Lots of skeletons. I'm skeletons.
Skeletons.
Many people have a skeleton inside of them. I have many skeletons inside of me.
All right, well, with that, let's do a brief little recap here. So last time that Primrose and Propriety were on the grounds of Candlekeep, getting up to no good. Y'all, oh no! We've
Carry
lost
on. I'll
Primrose.
figure it out.
Okay. Y'all were investigating a tower called the Barn Door on the grounds of Candlekeep after an earthquake. You quickly discovered that there were cultists within that were trying to steal a collection of books and send them to the stars, because apparently this tower is a rocket ship. However, you were able to convince them that you were part of the cult, and they led you downstairs. Well, one of them did. Alpaca Macadamia Nuts, which is his code name. This human man, this like short, kind of round human man, led you down the stairs into an area where you could see the rocket boosters and these strange constructs, these almost insect-like constructs. The constructs proceeded to attack you because that is what they were programmed to do, and Macadamia Nuts was very confused, thinking that you were part of the cult. You managed to destroy all the constructs, but unfortunately Macadamia Nuts, too much had happened, and he became very suspicious and demanded that you tell him who you were, or him and his friends were going to start beating you up with their brooms. Primrose,
like I said, precious man.
Primrose leaned down in her giant Firbolg form and threatened him, saying that would go very poorly. He quivered and agreed to help you get to Stonky, the leader of the cult. Unfortunately, there's a giant iron door in your way that is locked. Oh, also, you found out that these constructs apparently could procreate, and you murdered...
have a baby!
You murdered all the parents, leaving behind the babies.
In classic D&D fashion.
Yes. So, with that, let us switch on over here. And let's get back to this. So, Primrose, you, well, I guess first off, Propriety, you said you wanted to bring back the rest of the skeletons.
Yes.
Okay, so you'll have to head over, and Primrose will have to pull the
Primrose,
other...
if you'd be so kind.
Certainly, dear, and I will get out the dead bodies.
Out of your scarf. This
scarf,
black
yes.
inky scarf around your neck. You just pull the bodies out and laying out onto the floor. Macadamia Nuts looking horrified, but just anxiously standing there while the other two cultists up on the stairs are awkwardly looking around while this is happening. And Propriety, you can start that process of animate dead, I believe, is the spell.
Yes.
So go ahead and can you ritually cast that or no?
No, so I am using up
Spell slot? Okay.
two of my third level spell slots to get all 4 back.
Okay.
Also, the map is black for me again.
Well, that's fun. What did we do last time? I think you tried opening it in Chrome.
Oh, right. That was right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the bodies are laid out, and you start that. Primrose, the door is before you. Okay, so
Eldritch Blast.
we're going to just, because, yes, you can knock the door down with enough time, blasting it with Eldritch Blast. So this is just going to basically be a sliding scale. Depending on how well you do with your attack roll will determine how quickly you can open the door. Keep in mind that there's maybe a potential, and this you probably don't care about this, but there's a potential you can maybe open the door without making too much noise, but this will likely be very noisy. So,
Oh, that's part of the point.
yes, I figured. So, go ahead and make an attack roll.
That's mediocre. 17.
17. Okay. You start whipping your Eldritch Blast bolts towards the door, and they start splashing against it, denting the metal in. After a minute goes by, the two others of you, Propriety, rise up and join in with your collective.
It's so good to be back together.
The owl on your shoulder fluffs its feathers. Primrose, you have to keep wailing at this door. 5 minutes go by and the door is starting to buckle a bit, but it looks like you're going to need a bit more time.
Propriety, dear, would you be so kind as to help?
Of course. I guess I can use that ring kind of thing that was working on the constructs, where it's like whenever you hit an Eldritch Blast, I can increase the vibrations with this bell tone.
Got it. With the eyes
Toll
of,
the Dead.
or Toll the Dead. So this is usually a saving throw, but I think just to keep with the challenge, go ahead and just make a spell attack, because it's like using your arcane, ability to manipulate the weave.
Sure. I believe that's +7. Let's go. That would be a 10.
Okay. Well, it'll help. It'll shave some time off. Yeah. Okay. So, with the help of Propriety, you blasting the door and you focusing on those vibrations, you start to see the big giant iron doors are starting to vibrate in the frame and bend and buckle inwards. It does take you another 5 minutes for it to finally, and it just kind of pops open with the pressure as you're focusing on it, and those vibrations increase, and it and just slams into the walls on the other side. You see a couple of bolts go flying down the hall, revealing...
This might make it a little bit harder to go to space, I say, as we're flinging spells at it.
Revealing a massive hallway before you.
Oh my goodness.
So that was another 5 minutes. Okay. Yes, you see this giant hallway before you, and Macadamia Nuts is standing there. So, do you need those two to come along with us? We're getting kind of close to the time to leave, and they need to kind of get things ready.
I look over at Propriety.
If they have jobs, far be it from us to stand in the way.
Yes, all right.
Okay, Macadamia Nuts looks up at them. I'm trying to remember what their names were. Ah, yes.
We have Cow Cotton.
Chicken Peach and Cow Cotton, if you don't mind just getting things ready. I'm gonna go hopefully talk to Stonky with them. And they nod and scurry up the stairs.
Do I see anything from Alpaca Macadamia Nuts or the other two to indicate that they might do anything that would hinder us in any way?
Make an insight check.
I am not particularly good at those, but that's all right. Insight 13.
Oops. I accidentally opened something. Hold on. Let's see. No, I mean, they scurried upstairs with their brooms, and they seem like they're going to do the thing they're meant to do.
All right.
Okay. So, he looks down the hall. What do the two of you do?
Lead the way.
Yeah.
Where is he? Stonky?
Yes, He should be in his like office area down the hallway. So let's go take a look, shall we? And he gestures for you to go forward.
All right. Parts of propriety, I think, will take the lead.
Okay. You all step forward and start going down this hallway with your boots echoing on the stone as he files in behind. And as soon as you step in, from the end of the hall, you see the wall kind of crumble and this massive, like 25-foot long arthropod, like a giant, almost silverfish looking thing, just and starts crawling down the hall. And Macadamia goes, ah! Oh no! And starts stumbling back. Roll for initiative, please.
All right, then. Okay.
Did you know this was here?
Let's find out. Roll for initiative. Or actually,
Nat
I'll
20.
leave him in his spot. Get his. All right. What did you get? A 20? 21. Nice. And Primrose?
19.
Okay. All right, Propriety. We'll start with you first. What do you do?
That's a great question. That's a great question. So, a large arthropod.
Yes.
Does it look like it'd be able to fit through the door behind us?
Yeah, it could probably squeeze through.
Okay. I don't want to use my other 5th level spell slot. What's the like door situation along the sides of the hallway? Like, could we duck into one of those perhaps?
They look to just be iron doors, so they might be unlocked. You don't know. It's hard to say.
Hard to say. Okay. I think bonus action.
Okay.
I'll command my hands to try to open the doors nearest to us, and defend themselves if it gets
Okay.
within
So
range.
this one can go 25 feet over there, and this one goes 5 feet. They run up to the doors and they open them up, and they open just fine, revealing rooms within.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's make ourselves scarce, shall we?
Yes, lads.
Okay.
And let's, I guess, like my hands will like continue into the rooms. So that one up there will take its last 5 feet
Mhm.
inside. I won't be able to see it,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna send my familiar over that way as
Okay.
well. So I'm actually just gonna like switch tokens because that's the one that has sight for me.
That's fine. Yeah.
Like the heart is blind.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
And then the rest of the skeletons, I think, head in this nearest one.
Okay.
I trust.
So does the heart?
Eyes.
Does the heart just grab on to one of the skeletons and be led by it, since the eyes are elsewhere? Is that what
Yes.
you're? Okay.
I think so.
Okay. So they all pile into that room. Are they going to use their actions to dash to go further in, or just use their movement?
What do my eyes see for the skeleton that's up top?
Yeah. So with the skeleton that enters into there, as your eyes flutter over and land on the shoulder, you see there's a well. It looks like a well in the center of this room. I can give you a little bit more description, but that's just like the initial quick. That's what you see.
Okay. I think it's just gonna duck a little bit further in there.
Okay. So that'll have to use its action then to dash
Okay.
in. Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. And the rest of them, I can't see them anymore, but they also want to like get into those.
Yeah.
Kind of like out of range of the arthropod.
Okay. So you have no idea what's in that room. You're just trusting the skeletons. Primrose, you
And
see all.
Trusting,
You see.
Primrose to be my eyes for that one.
So you see the heart and the hands dart off into these rooms. Okay, Primrose, you are up next.
I say to Alpaca Macadamianets, which door?
He's stumbling back, screaming, and he goes, "Hi, the one at the end of the hall!"
Of course. Well, I'll come forward.
And yeah,
And this looks like an anvil in here?
Yes, stepping forward, you glance over and you see that it looks to be a large room, like a forge room. There's an anvil, there's multiple components and parts around the area. Yeah, it's very like messy in there.
I will... Oh, is that an action? I might use Awakened Mind.
Okay.
Really doesn't say you can telepathically speak to any creature you can see within 30 feet of you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to share language with the creature for it to understand your telepathic utterances, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language. So I guess is that a free action?
Yeah, I think so, yeah, because it's like talking. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will say to Propriety, sweetheart, we want the other door. Down at the end of the hallway.
Well, guess we'll have to make our way down there, won't we?
And then... Do I do that? I feel like if this is the second room we've been in, and this is the second thing we're being attacked by. Alright, I'm just gonna move my additional 10 feet here. And Eldritch Blast.
Okay, make an attack roll for me.
That is 19 and 23 to hit.
Okay, those both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So we have 13 force damage and 8 force damage. As I flick both hands at this creature.
Okay. Let's see.
If you feel like running, I may be able to stun it temporarily, which would allow us to get out of these rooms and run down the hallway.
That would be lovely.
Okay. You flick your 2 Eldritch Blasts down the hallway, and they arc through, lighting up the walls, and pass right through the silverfish and splash on the wall behind it.
Oh, it's an illusion, darling. We're fine.
So that was your
Perhaps.
movement and action.
Yep.
Okay. Next up is the giant silverfish, which scurries forward
Oh,
30
does it?
feet and looks scary at you.
All right.
Next up is
I grin back at it.
Alpaca Macadamia Nuts, who is going to use his movement 30 feet, and then he's going to try to dash past you, shouting, "Stonky! I need help, Stonky!" And he just runs right through the illusion, shouting, "They're gonna kill me! I think she's gonna kill me!" And he's just trying to run past you through the illusion down the hall. Okay, next up is
Wait, what
Propriety.
is he shouting? Who's gonna try to kill him?
He says, "They're gonna kill me. I think she's gonna kill me."
Oh.
And he runs through the illusion, running down the hall. Okay. Next up is Propriety.
Well then, while we're in here, might as well take a look around. There's this well and some sort of lever.
Yes. So let me describe to you. So yes, it is a well enclosed by a 2-foot-high stone rim, and there is an iron lever that juts up from the floor next to the well. It is resting in a position that points towards the door. So it's actually the opposite of what is shown there. It is, yeah. And that's what you see in this room. And then the rest of it is pretty nondescript, just like stone, this stone room with the well there. I guess, yeah, with your eyes, as the skeleton looks over the edge, you see down into it, and it looks like the surface of whatever liquid is down there, it's like kind of roiling and bubbling, just like
Can I roll Arcana to tell what
Yeah.
sorts of substance this is?
yeah, go for it.
All right. +9, baby. That's a 23.
23. It is acid. It is clearly acid at the bottom of this well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no sorts of indication what this lever might do, like any caution markings or
No.
don't pull this.
You
It's
can-
dangerous.
You can use your action to make an investigation check if you want to send your hands up to the lever.
I mean, we're not under any kind of time pressure. That seems fine.
Okay. So that pair of hands goes over with the eyes resting on the shoulder. Go ahead and use your action, make an investigation check.
Also very good at investigating things. Dirty 20.
You don't see anything that would indicate a trap. No, not even magical in nature. You suspect this likely either drains or fills the well with the acid, but you don't see any clear hoppers anywhere that would fill it. So,
Okay. I guess I'll relay this in general terms to Primrose.
okay.
All right.
Some sort of strange acid vat that can be filled or emptied. Who knows?
Sure. I suppose that's a place to dump bodies?
There's not a lot of bodies in space. I don't know why they'd have a room dedicated to that.
Are
And
you sure about
I'm not. Now that you say that,
and it's now Primrose's turn, if that's it for you,
Oh.
Propriety, because that was a lot of.
I would
Do
like
you
to
wanna do one
move,
more
I
thing?
guess, back towards the door. If
Okay,
that's
cool.
okay.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
enough movement.
That's fine. Okay.
so movement to there,
Yep.
and then just keep going.
Okay.
And I will open the door.
You'll open the door. Okay. You pop open the door. Let me open it for you. Book. As the door pops open, you immediately see that within there are 3 of those skitter widgets that are,
Yes.
they are seeming to grab like little implements and baubles and are like moving them across the room to other tables to like organize them. And let me check something here. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, you don't, there we go. Yeah, you don't see anything else in the room as the door pops open.
All right. Just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to speak to one of them telepathically. I have no idea if they can understand language, but it's worth a try.
Okay.
Hello. I know that we aren't supposed to be here, but we mean you no harm, and we are really excited to meet Stonky.
Okay. There is. Oh, what was so? Yeah, wait, hold on. What was it? How does it work? If it speaks a language?
Yeah, so I can telepathically speak to any creature within 30 feet of me. we don't need to share a language, but the creature must understand one.
Okay. Okay, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion 18?
18. Simultaneously, all of the heads of these look towards you, and in
It
your
is one creature.
one creature. Thank you. Then yeah, I mean, what you see is one turns its head. There's a moment, and then the other two look towards you. You hear this like a bunch of marbles going down, like metal wires, like in your head, which then coalesces into words in your mind. And they essentially just say, intruder must destroy. Intruder must destroy. And they look towards you. So, unfortunately, it didn't seem to work. But it seems that they have a language of sorts that
All right,
is,
I can work with that.
that is connecting. So I'm gonna roll initiative for them.
With my last 10 feet of movement, I'm going to back the fuck up.
Okay. And that is your turn?
That is my turn.
Did you find any more friends, Primrose?
3, yes.
Oh, excellent.
All right, on Alpaca Macadamia Nut's turn, these guys will go next turn. So I'm trying to move things around here. Here we go. He, as you go running past, open the door, and then back up, you see him kind of skid to a halt and looking at you, kind of does the little, like, you know, jumping, like, not wanting to bump into you or be grabbed by you, and it's just like,
Oh, please, go ahead.
Stonky! And he's gonna try to run past you.
I will not stop him.
Okay, I mean, he avoids you to avoid the attack of opportunity, and he just
That's
goes.
just fine.
He goes running into the room. And as he goes running through, you just hear him going, Stonky! There's a big lady who wants to kill me!
What's gotten into that, friend? Do you suppose?
I might have overdone it a bit.
So, okay, Propriety, it's your turn.
Okay, let's start off by getting my eyes back out in the hallway.
Okay.
The eyes just like move on their own initiative.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna move my token out there just to see.
Okay.
And I'll use my own movement,
Mhm.
guided by kind of like the eyes there to like feel my way back out.
Okay. So that would
So-
be one of the hands. Here, I can like.
Yeah.
So one of the hands,
Is there?
and
Great.
you go ahead. You can guide your way out with knowing roughly where the hallway is.
5, 10, 15, 20. And wait, I don't see any other doors. Oh no, I see.
Where I am.
You went in there. All right. Let's. I think cast grease.
Okay.
10-foot square.
Okay.
Can I draw a shape?
Like that.
Yeah. Kind of like centered, kind of like more into like halfway into the door.
Like
so,
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
So, what does that look like?
That's a good question. So I think it's like this, like kind of like ectoplasm, kind of just like starts seeping out of all of the hands and the hearts, and like the eyes is eyes,
Okay.
and like slippered along the floor and kind of like slide like this, like a slithering tracker a little bit.
Yeah.
And then kind of like coalesces in this pool here.
Okay.
And
Cool.
just coats all the surfaces.
Okay.
Would it be possible to actually? I know these things can walk on walls. Can I use this 10-foot cube to actually just like coat the inside?
Is it a cube?
Or it's a, let's see, 10-foot square centered on a point within range.
So yeah, I think it just splashes flat on the ground. So I don't know if it would really get the walls. I think it just goes on the ground if it's a square. Yeah.
Can I roll Arcana or something to try to do something fancy?
To try to get it on the wall. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Roll an Arcana check, and we'll see if it can maybe get a little bit more.
I love making swings. Let's see if it works. That's a 26.
Okay. So based on the nature of the spell, you are able to cover the eastern wall. So that eastern wall is covered in this ectoplasm as it kind of slithers up the side. But the western wall is still unaffected. But the whole floor and area there is greased.
All right. Best we can do, I suppose. And then I'm going to send all my hands to try to like flank and kind of like cover the wall.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
like cover the entrance to this.
Okay. So bonus action, command them and go ahead and move them. All right.
Working to get. That's 30 feet there. And so it's just like stop them from getting out. Plug up that hole.
Okay.
How far does that get? 30. So let's. I suppose they're just gonna all dash then.
Okay. And all while this is happening, this giant silverfish just like hissing at you and just being menacing, but not doing anything.
All right.
All right.
Everyone's allowed to have fun.
All right. So is that it?
I'm gonna use the rest of my own movement also. It's just there's a lot of moving pieces here.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Use your action to cast grease. So 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you'd be 1 back, right?
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. Okay. Primrose, you are up as all the hands get into place around the door and is now covered in grease.
We're gonna try another thing. I'm going to reach into my scarf,
Okay.
pretty deep this time,
Okay.
and pull out a kind of chicken's egg-sized and roughly shaped blue-green stone,
Okay.
and just hold it in my hand. I'm going to activate it.
Okay.
And use my action to to activate my charming resonance stone.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I forgot about this. Oh my god. Okay.
Yes. This is again a guess. Every creature with an intelligence of 3 or more within a 20-foot radius sphere must succeed on a DC 15 int saving throw or become subject to the charmed status effect.
Intelligence of what or more? 3?
3 or more.
Okay. In the 20 foot sphere?
Radius sphere, yes.
Radius.
Oh, that's not useful at all, is it?
No, you would have to, I mean, you still have your movement. You would have to move to be able to do that.
I have so few hit points.
I can fix you back up again, no problem.
Gotta risk it for the
The thing is,
biscuit.
I want to be alive, my dear. I don't know if you can do the alive part.
Ah.
Oh, gods all damn it. We're gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
if I'll do it British.
So you pull the egg out and then just whip the Eldritch
Yeah,
Blast.
yeah. Pull it out, and then just with the other hand.
Okay, go for it. Let's see. You're attacking one of the skitter widgets?
Yes, the
Okay.
one that's nearest me.
Okay.
What's that? This one?
Yeah. Okay.
So I rolled terribly. That's an 11.
Okay.
And what is that? And a 13.
Those both miss, unfortunately, as the
Great.
Eldritch Blast flies through the door and just goes over the head of this thing and hits the wall behind it. Is that it for you, Primrose?
Yes.
Okay. These things got that. Okay. What happens when a creature goes into grease? Because this one comes skittering through the door and steps into the grease.
Must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Dexterity saving throw or fall prone. Okay, got it. So it comes through the door and dex save a 9. So it slips and the legs just go splaying out and it falls down. Hold on, let me make sure it's not like immune to being prone. It's not. Okay, good. Yes, and it falls down prone, skittering out onto the ground. Its legs splayed out everywhere. It would have to use its action to stand up because it's out of movement. Does it do that or does it attack from the ground? It will... I think it's going to... Yeah, it'll use its action to stand. And then it's still in the grease. Can it now move through it, or does it need to make another save just to try to move?
It only says a creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Okay,
So like, if it ends
uses,
its turn
so
there.
it uses its action to get a little further out into the room, ends its turn, and makes another dex save. And it falls prone. so it's slipping and falls down in a pile of legs onto the ground. So this one is prone. There's like a little prone thing. Sure, do that. Prone on the ground. The other ones are going to come through the door. That's 30 feet of movement. This one is going to attempt to climb up the eastern wall, but that is still covered in grease. So it'll make another dex save. I got a 20. So this one is able to stay on the wall and it climbs over its friend. But I think it used 25 feet of movement to get there. It was 5.
Oh, and it's also difficult terrain.
20, 25. Oh, then yeah, it would just have to use its action to get out here. And so that would have been 10 feet of movement. It'll climb out of the grease on the wall above. It's like on the wall above the hand that's over there.
I was not able to bottle that up.
Finally, the last one is going to do 10 feet of movement to get there. That's 20 feet as it enters into the grease, and it'll make a dex save. A 14?
That will not make it.
Oh my god. So that one slips and falls prone there. It will then use its action to get up and climb up onto that western wall and use whatever movement it has left. So that would have been half movement. So now it has 15 feet. Wow. Okay. So 10 to get up there. I guess it can get just around the corner. Well, yeah, it can get just around the corner with 5. They all use their actions just to get out the damn door. So, sorry, I gotta move this. But yes, and one of them is lying prone on the ground. The other 2 are up on the walls above those 2 hands on either side. Okay, so that is their turns. Also, I realized I didn't actually do something here. Oh, okay. So right after they go, out from Primrose, you see out from behind the back table, a dragonborn pops up wearing the custodial robes. And what is the range? What's the range on spiritual weapon? 60 feet?
I believe it's... I should know this by now.
I think it's 60. So yeah, she. You see her pop up and reach a clawed hand out, and a spectral broom appears.
Beautiful.
It's going to appear right next to you, Primrose.
Oh dear.
It appears there, hovering, and she gestures to Macadamia Nuts, and you see her point at the door at the back of the room as she's shouting something at him. But there's kind of a lot of chaos happening with the robots and stuff in the room. So she does that with her spiritual weapon. That's a bonus action, I guess, right?
Yes, and to attack as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's an amazing spell.
It's wonderful. I love it.
Yeah. And then she'll also use Sacred Flame on... Which one is the one... Oh god, I forget the names now of all your hands. There's... I know this is... Is this Sentinel?
Sentinel. It goes Sentinel,
This
Arrow,
one.
Grace, and Sling. So that's Arrow.
Arrow?
The one with the bow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she reaches a hand out and uses Sacred Flame on Arrow. So if Arrow can make a dex save for me.
Dex save.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. It's +2.
Mm-hmm.
22. Now that will not do it.
Unfortunately, that is a failure, and I believe it's only 1d8. So, 8 points of radiant damage as little flames appear at the base of Arrow's feet. And from around the corners, 2 more figures in custodial robes come running out, shouting, "For Stonky!" And they're going to come running towards the door.
You haven't attacked anyone with a spiritual weapon yet.
Thank you for reminding me. But they come running around, and they will both... Actually, they both can do this as well. They both reach out, and a mop appears.
Yes.
And a bucket. Sure, a bucket next to the mop appears. These spectral items of cleaning. And then they will all use Sacred Flame as well. So can Primrose make a dex save, Arrow make another dex save, and I believe it's Grace is next to Arrow. If Grace can make a dex save.
So Arrow got a 12.
That is a success, yes.
Okay.
And
then Grace got an 18.
Okay, so you all succeed. And what do you get, Primrose?
11.
You just make it. Yeah. So the little flames just kind of, they appear at your feet, but they're not very potent, and they kind of sputter. Just and then all of these spiritual weapons are going to... 2 of them are going to try to smack you, Primrose, and one's going to try to smack Arrow.
All right. I'm going to use an entropic ward against the first one.
Okay.
To impose disadvantage.
Okay, so this will be the first attack at disadvantage.
Let's go. Well, which one am I being attacked by?
I know they're all circles. We'll go with the one on to the east, which is the broom.
All right.
So that one. Okay, so it only got a 7 to hit, so that definitely.
That does not hit.
Yeah.
So my it. Okay, never mind. That's fine. See, my next attack against it has advantage, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, and then the mop is going to try to hit you, Primrose, at a normal straight roll. That is a 13 to hit.
That misses.
And then Grace, not Grace, Arrow is going to be try to hit by this bucket here that one should hit, a 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then spiritual weapon does how much damage, Claire?
A D8 plus wisdom mod,
Perfect.
I believe.
So 5 points of damage as the bucket slams in with a flash of light. Okay.
Arrows down to 10.
That was a lot of little things happening there. And Macadamia Nuts is going to run to the door and starts slamming on the door. You see him try to open it, and then he starts slamming on it. Stonky! And we'll see what happens. Okay. Propriety.
Primrose,
Yes.
are we going to wade through all of this, or should I just bottle it all up and we can deal with whatever happens outside of this room? I can choose one or the other.
I don't quite know what you mean by bottle it up, but it sounds explosive.
No, just it will put them all in a bottle. Like we can just cap this off and then go perhaps disable those engines until we can get it sorted out later.
Go ahead, yes.
It does mean that we won't be able to talk to Stonky today, and we'll probably just have to leave.
I don't understand.
I can make walls of force. You know, I could just
Oh.
close this whole section off.
Knowing what I know about Kalen Brightwood, he's probably not that far behind us. Let's have some fun, shall we?
All right.
Before the party pooper gets here.
Cool. So I'm going to move 30 feet
Okay.
to try to get eyes inside there.
Okay, go for it.
It's 30 feet. And can I see 10 tiny objects in there? Especially if I just send my eyes.
Yeah. Well, if you send your eyes through the door, that'll be 2 attacks of opportunity. Just be aware. If they go through
Doesn't need
the
to
door.
go through the door, just like enough to see inside.
Okay.
I don't actually need line of sight for animate objects. I just checked.
Okay.
I just have to know about the objects.
Yeah, so looking into the room, I mean, from where you're at, let's find out. Ooh, you can just make out on this table back this way. There appear to be like a collection of, what is that? It looks like some quills, little ink pots, big pieces of parchment with, stuff written and drawn on them. You see some, my terms for tools. What would it be, like a protractor? The little, yeah. So like compass, yeah. Things like that are resting on the table. How many of them? Let's see.
Would have kept a custodial staff would have kept a tidier lab. Maybe it would not go so badly for them if they did.
We'll say there's about we'll call it, there's 2 ink pots, a compass, and one other small thing, like that are like hard little metal objects. I don't know if quills and paper counts.
Oh, you can do a lot of damage with paper.
That's
They're
true.
tiny objects.
That's true. Okay. Then there's a total of 5 things you can see on the table.
Oh wait, the owl doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Oh, because it has flyby.
It
Okay.
has flyby. Yeah,
Let's-
and it has fly 60 feet. Let's just get eyes in there.
Okay. Do you have to use your bonus action to have the owl move?
No, familiars move on their own initiative. Technically, we've been like just moving the owl on mine.
That's fine.
But,
Yeah,
like,
that's
I could-
yeah. I don't really care too much about that. It could be like after your turn or before, but it's
Okay.
out on your turn. That's fine with me. Okay, so the owl flies past these
Just gonna move my token over so I can
constructs.
see. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we can do this. I will make a copy of your token and put it where it was. And go ahead. Now you can use your other one for the owl. But yeah, the owl swoops into the room, and yes, you can see there's numerous objects. As Wheezy's Breezy said, there are measuring instruments and such. But there's also things like you see bolts and what look to be, honestly, you can tell flying in, they look like pieces of skitter widget, like what is used to make skitter widgets, scattered on many of these tables.
Okay, let's animate 10 tiny objects.
Okay. Oh boy, here we go.
We're doing it again.
I think I need a token for this because
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to keep track of if I do another
Also-
circle.
I'm gonna split them up a little bit. I want 4 of them to attack the Dragonborn and 3 to attack the other 2. I'm hoping to break some concentrations.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Perfect. A swarm of animated books. We'll use that as our token. If it would appear for me, please. There. Okay. So you want 2 swarms, basically?
3. I mean,
What'd you say?
Yeah.
You want how many to attack the Dragonborn?
4 to attack the Dragonborn and then
Okay.
3 to attack the other 2.
3. Oh, 3 and 3. Is that what you're saying?
let's
Okay.
just
Yeah.
get all these spiritual weapons out of here.
Okay. All right. So like that. Okay. And I'll just do this for my own sanity. Make this 4. And, oh wait, actually, hold on. This is important. What's their AC?
Like 18.
18. Okay. And then how many hit points does one tiny object have?
HP 20, AC 18.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're really good. 4 strength, 18 dex.
Oh my god. Okay, so this one little swarm has 80 hit points. That is absurd. That is a very good spell, though. You said it's like a 5th level spell, right?
Yeah, it's my 2nd, 5th level spell slot.
Okay. All right. Almost got it here. I just to keep track of this. Okay, cool. So all this debris of pieces of skitter widget go flying through the air, nuts and bolts and springs, and swirling around these cultists. Can you make your attacks now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
I will trust you. Go ahead.
Okay, let's see. Let's go, baby. Okay, so 4 anime object attacks on.
These poor people.
I'd like to get flanking if I could. Like, I know, like, just to have them, like, because I can have
Yeah.
all of them.
You can get flanking. You can get. Oh, I see what you're saying. You want to split.
I can split them up.
You have
more.
enough. Yes, go ahead. You can get flanking. Yeah.
Okay, so 4 attacks on the Dragonborn. Ooh, that's too many attacks.
These people are dead. I don't
I don't
see.
know why.
I don't see any way how they can survive this.
I don't know why it's rolling 10. I'm just gonna pay attention to the first 4 here.
Yeah, perfect.
So I'm turning off all these other ones. That's a plug in Witch Dice.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the first 4 are, God, all above 20.
Yeah, they all hit. She's wearing robes.
And it's 27 damage, I
Wow,
believe.
she survives. Wait, hold on. That was not right.
Plus
3.
Yeah,
There we
28,
go.
28 damage on the Dragonborn.
Okay, 28. Okay. Okay.
Have her make a
Yeah, I will. Oh no, wait, the spiritual weapon doesn't use concentration. It's just that.
Nope.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's just that.
I have made a miscalculation. Okay,
That's okay.
let's
It's
do-
okay. This is maybe what you thought how it worked. You're unfamiliar with divine
I
magic.
don't have great eyes on what's going on inside anyway.
Yeah.
So the next 3 are 20, 13, and 16 to hit.
Those all hit.
Okay, that's 6 plus 5 plus 8, which is 19.
Points of damage. Okay.
And then it's 6 plus 5 plus 7
Okay.
on the last one.
Okay, and those all hit too.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, what was it? 6 plus.
So 18 damage total on the last one.
Got it. Thank you. Okay. Wow.
Okay, and now my skeletons attack.
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks with your skeletons.
For skeleton attacks. 4.
Conjuration build here.
Yeah, I would want to actually have them do push attacks, but they're gonna attack the one that's prone, so they can also have advantage.
Perfect. Go for it. Make your attacks.
12 is the lowest.
That does not hit, and the 17 does not hit. The 19 and
Okay.
22 all do hit.
Okay, so that's just 15 damage on that one.
Okay. Are they're all using their swords to stab into it, and then the one is firing its bow, which technically would have disadvantage on that attack. You know what? If you don't mind, we could just. Oh no, because then we'd have to make a save. One of those attacks would have had disadvantage. I don't know if that makes a difference. We'll just say that one of the attacks that missed is one of those, just to keep it simple. Okay, so yeah, they stab into this thing with their swords, and it pierces through the metal, but it's still functioning very well. Is that it for you, Propriety? As all of your minions are wreaking havoc.
I think my owl will fly back out of reach of all of this nonsense.
Okay.
Because that's 60 feet of flying, so just like back, over here.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty, Primrose.
All right. Now I am going to activate my resonant stone.
Okay, and that'll hit all the skitter widgets.
All the skitter widgets.
And they make a what save?
Intelligence save of 15. If they have an intelligence of 3 or more.
They have an intelligence of 3.
All right.
The highest one got a 13.
That does not succeed.
So they all become charmed by you.
By me.
Okay.
So this is the charmed status effect, not charm person the spell.
Yes, they are
They
friendly.
regard
They
me
as an ally.
as an ally to be helped, but not to put themselves in any danger from me, not necessarily.
Okay. And so you whip out that egg, and does it do anything, or does it just kind of?
I don't even whip it out. Like I just holding it down by my side. I just press the button to activate it, and I suppose Propriety, you would feel this too if you wanted to.
Oh yeah.
A feeling of calm and a cheerful relaxation and interest in me.
I mean, Propriety, you can make a save. It's an intelligence save, because this does affect you. It's indiscriminate.
Sure.
Make an intelligence save.
I get +9 to these. I've always wanted to make an intelligence save.
Yeah. So you resist it. But
Do
yes.
I, though? Wait, no, all my skeletons have to make it too, or all my hands.
Yeah.
I love this because it's like you can have different parts of yourself feel different ways about somebody or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would be unfortunate if you didn't like me and we've had this relationship for this long.
We're just seeing if they extra like you.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna do it left to right, these all get -2. 18, 5, 12, and 18. So I believe that's Arrow and Grace are charmed by you, the two
All
closest to you.
All right.
They so like how they express this is you've known me for a while, and the way that like I express connection is by like vibrating and like making this like kind of weird like humming sound. It's like kind of like a
You
bee dance.
Purr.
Yeah. So Arrow and Grace just start like just real low. There's like lots of like clanging and like fighting happening, but you pick up on the vibes.
They're purring. All right. And so Primrose, you click that button and that wave cascades out. Those are all now charmed by or are suffering from or are under the charm condition.
There's no suffering involved here.
Yeah, no suffering. They all feel calm around you. What else would you like to do?
I will then.
Sorry, does that hit any of the mages inside too?
Not
Don't
yet.
think so.
Oh.
But I'm working on it. I will then tell one of the skitter widgets, probably one of the ones that's on the wall,
Mm-hmm.
be so kind and just keep near me for a while, won't you?
Okay.
And then I will, I guess, go, because I can now pass through out the skitter widget as though
Yes.
because it's an ally.
But make a
Okay.
dex save, please.
But I'll make the dex save. That's decent. But not as that's 15.
He makes it.
Oh, really?
I think so. Wait, no, I'm thinking of your
Your save is like
No.
17, isn't it?
17.
Yeah.
So
So I very carefully step around this skitter widget and then just go whoop onto my back.
and you're now just prone, right?
I'm prone. I will use 15 feet of movement to get back up.
Okay, you stand up with I guess a little bit of this ectoplasm kind of dripping off of you, but yeah.
And then get here.
Okay.
But then that's the end of my turn, so I'm going to make another
Yes,
one.
please make another dex save.
Nope, that's a natural one.
You slip
Hit my
immediately.
elbow really hard. Oh, that's my funny bone.
Does it trigger the armor of Agathis?
Not unless I take damage.
Okay.
But I'm now within 20 feet of these two.
Yes. Also, wait, you did take damage from the spiritual weapon earlier, right? Or no? Have you not
No.
taken any damage? Wow, okay, great. Okay, so you're lying prone on the ground there, but yes, the aura of the stone is radiating out from you. So I guess it's on their turn, they'll make saves.
The skitter widgets made it on mine.
Oh, they did. You're right. Did we didn't specify, did we, with the thing? That's okay. We can this is a homebrew item, so sure. It can just be, we could just do it this way. Yeah, it would just be like on your turn, I guess, when you activate it. Okay, that works for me. So they make int saves.
Mm-hmm.
One got a natural 20.
All
The other
right.
one got a 5. So we'll say the one to the east got a 5. That. Oh, my phone is not silenced. There we go. So that one is charmed. They are being pelted by bolts and things of that nature. I don't know if they. Oh, that's actually a good question. If any of these would have advantage on their saves, because typically with the charm effect, you do.
Right. I would not mind if they did.
So it doesn't
We
matter for
didn't
this.
specify it in the item.
It doesn't matter for the skitter widgets because they all failed, even at advantage. I will give it. I think it makes sense for creatures to have advantage because with charm effects, typically
That is usually how.
you have advantage. So in that case, unfortunately, that one did get a 19, so they both
Alright.
succeed. Okay, Primrose, that is your turn.
It is.
Okay.
Lying propped up on my elbow
Yes.
on the floor, covered in grease.
It is now Stonky's turn.
Oh.
Oh.
Where macadamia nuts is, that back door, you see it like open a crack, and you see this like red-faced bald man with kind of big spectacles on, wearing the custodial robes with like little wispy strands of hair around the edges and kind of on the back of the head. And he looks really, really annoyed, staring at Macadamia Nuts, and is waving a hand at him, just shouting, "What?" Or sorry, wait, hold on. Oh shit! I had the voice earlier. Fuck. Come back to me. He's shouting at Macadamia Nuts. There's too much noise happening right now, so he can't really pick up what he's saying. But Macadamia Nuts points back at the chaos, and then you see Stonky kind of go wide, cock his head, looking at you, furrowing his brow.
Are you? I'll just awaken bind to him. Are you Stonky?
And he kind of shudders, and is going to push the door open to enter into the room. Oops. So he'll push past Macadamia Nuts, stepping into the room, seeing all these nuts and bolts flying everywhere. He looks distraught. Boy. Oh, this is interesting. No, that. I need to ask a question from both of you. Do you think that would dispel magic, choose one creature, object, or magical effect? Could dispel magic, like, can that stop an effect to like animate objects, or would you have to target each object and dispel them?
That's a good question.
My guess would be that would be a one, like, it's a magical effect. It's a spell.
It's a spell, yeah. So
I
would think
a singular spell.
Yeah, I would think you could dispel the spell, right? The magical effect. But I mean, it would still require, because that's a what level spell is that? That's a fifth level. Fifth level spell. Ooh. Okay, sure. He'll cast Dispel Magic at third level, I guess. Well, hold on. He can replace one. No, actually, yeah. He'll cast it at fifth level.
According to Jeremy Crawford, Dispel Magic ends spell on a target, not on every target affected by the same spell.
Okay, for animate objects or something like that. Okay. Okay. There we go. I will go by that. That seems...
Jeremy Crawford generally knows what he's talking about.
Generally, yes. Usually, actually, pretty much in every case, I am like, yep, that's fine with me. Oh, God.
It's a weird edge case that I didn't agree about. Evocation Wizards and Magic Missile, it like quadruples or something, like a bonus damage thing.
Weird.
Like Magic Missile like suddenly does plus like 15 damage base.
How much?
Total damage.
10. Actually, let's see. He would have avoided those, so that would have been... Bear with me here. 5, 10. I mean, yeah, he doesn't actually know if... Sure. He will... no, yeah, he's gonna hang back. What is he doing? He's a wizard. Okay, he's gonna hang back. He's gonna point at you, Primrose. Oh, no. Okay, and... Ooh, this is nasty. He's gonna cast He's gonna cast banishment.
Ooh.
Would that like? I'm just trying to think if he thinks you're the one that created the animate objects. Banishment would not stop that, would it?
Does it work if I'm on another plane of existence?
I don't know. I don't
You
know.
have to be within 500 feet to command objects.
But they would just continue to go. So, okay, in that case, banishment doesn't really make sense, unfortunately. As much as I want to use banishment, because that sounds like fun.
I think it sounds like fun too. I've never been to another plane of existence.
Doesn't. He has something he could do, but it's like. It's too big.
What is it?
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Because he looks out. Okay, yeah. He's gonna do it. Yeah, totally. Alright, he points a finger at you, Primrose, and a bead of red light streaks out, and he's gonna cast Fireball.
Alright.
So, that is a 20-foot radius sphere, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is very big. There. Something like that. And he's gonna angle it such so that it... Yeah, like that. So that it is centered on... It would be centered on one of the arrow. It would be centered on an arrow. Okay, yeah. He's fine. He's gonna sacrifice his skitter widgets to do this. Huh?
And his own cultists.
No. He's avoiding the cultists. He's just hitting the skitter widgets and the books. So yeah, he points and mutters, and the little ball of red light flies out and explodes in a fiery blast. I need everybody in it to make dex saves for me.
11.
11, so you fail.
I have to make a lot of dex saves.
Yeah.
Okay, so for propriety, let's see.
And
Dex save is +1.
If you're prone, I think you may get at disadvantage. But you failed, Primrose, so. Whoa, that skitter widget succeeded.
6.
Okay.
13.
A 13 fails.
Okay. I don't like that.
I'm also covered in grease. This is not going to be fun.
Ooh, does the grease ignite?
It doesn't say anything about that in Baldur's Gate.
Then it does.
Digital games, it usually does.
In Baldur's Gate 3, it definitely does.
Yes. It's fine. It won't. For this, you specified it as being like ectoplasm, so it won't ignite in this. I do like that idea, though. That's very fun. Okay, so was it 13 was the highest for everyone, or you're still making your saves? Okay.
For propriety specifically, Arrow and Grace probably fail, and I think the other two succeed.
And then all the tiny objects, which are 6 tiny objects.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot. Okay, so 6 tiny objects. Can you give me the damage so like I don't have to keep track of?
Yeah, let's do the
things?
damage. Here we go. We're gonna do 8d6. Because fire.
If I was like a step forward, I could have counterspelled this, but like I'm not actually within line of sight of him.
Oh.
34.
Oh wait. Claire Lewis.
Can you counterspell?
I can counterspell. Let me...
Do you counterspell?
Well, am I within range? Nope, I just moved myself.
You
I feel like
are
things have changed.
35
Step-
feet
ah.
away.
Nope, I'm not close enough.
Because you have to be 30 feet, right?
I have to be 30 feet. Carry on.
Fortunately, the fireball goes off and it does 34 damage. So anyone who failed gets 34. Anyone who succeeded, what is half of that? Is that 18?
Okay. 18. Okay, so
17 damage if you succeed.
Cool. So my 2 Grace and Sling are incinerated.
Ooh, okay.
No, Grace and Arrow are incinerated. So the
Okay.
2 skeletons. And my other 2 skeletons are or my other two hands are at 6
Okay.
remaining. And I believe if for every book that succeeds,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be left at 3 hit points, and for every book that fails, will be dead. So you said it can catch 6 of my books?
Yeah, the two that are at the front harassing the cultists, yeah.
Okay. And so they had 18 dexterity, so it's plus 4.
Okay, that's really good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lowest is a 12.
That one fails.
Okay. And so that was, I usually go left to right here, so that was one of the ones on the rightmost.
Okay, I mean, it'll just be subtracting 20 hit points from that, right?
Yeah, and all the other ones are at 3 health remaining.
At 3 health remaining.
Yeah.
So that would... There's 2 in that pile, so that's only 6 hit points for that pile. And the other one has 9 hit points. Okay.
How are the skitter widgets looking?
Yeah, let me make the saves for the skitter widget. So, 2 of them made it, 1 of them failed. I gotta move your little guys here. So we'll say these 2 made it, so they take 17.
Do it with disadvantage?
Yeah, and it succeeded amazingly. Okay, and then this one failed, so it takes the 34. They look fine. They're made of metal, like the flames kind of arc around them. Yeah, and the rest of you are just engulfed in these flames. Thankfully, your eyes were not in it. And then the flames dissipate.
I'm at 0 exactly.
So you are unconscious. As you lay there limp in the ectoplasm.
Yes. With the resonant stone just kind of there in my... Oh, you can't see what it... Yeah. Just kind of loosely in my palm. It's fine.
Stonky just narrows his eyes looking towards the door and just says, "You're all a bunch of idiots and you won't take my books. For Stonky, everybody." And just looks around the crowd and everybody goes, "For Stonky!" as they're like bleeding with like holes in like parts of their body from the nuts and bolts that have like pelted them like little bullets. But they're like trembling, holding their brooms. All right. Actually, these ones look like they have like tools, like screwdrivers and hammers and things like that. Okay. That was Stonky. The skitter widgets are charmed by Primrose, so the one lying prone, it slips and tries to get up using half its movement, and it's going to like carefully grab Primrose by the knot scarf, I guess, and try to drag you out of the room.
It might have some trouble with that.
Okay.
I suppose it would just grab onto the inside of the extra dimensional space.
Okay. And then it's going to try to pull you out of the room to safety, away from these dangerous skeletons. Oh no, I think it would pull you into the room actually, because it wants to take you towards its friends. So how does grease work? It's when it enters it on the first time. So it didn't enter it. So it stands up, half its movement. It has 15 feet left. So 10, 5, and then it's using its action to dash to pull you, Primrose, into the room, away from these bad ones here. So it'll pull you like about here into the room. So that'd be 5, 10, 15, like that. So you see one of the skitter widgets suddenly pull Primrose's limp body through the door as it's trying to protect Primrose. The other two get down and move into position to block the door. So this one will stay on the wall. You know what? No, it is going to actually block the door. It's going to get down into the grease. So it'll make a dex save.
I did ask one of the ones on the wall to stay close to me. It doesn't have to obey, but
Oh, on the wall,
that
right.
is what I asked for.
Okay, in that case, we'll say the one on the wall would have done this, so it probably wouldn't have gotten you as far into the room. It could have climbed down. It's roughly... Well, I'll put you one back. That's what I'll do. So, as I shuffle things around here, put you one back like that. Okay, so then in that case, the one on the ground, it will use half its movement to stand up and attack Sentinel, and then the one above will also strike down at Sentinel. And I mean, these things have a high wisdom. I think it would... I'm gonna allow it the tactical know-how to get in and try to flank and smash. Oh, Jay is here to ask for. All right, so here we go. Hi, Jay. Is going to strike out at advantage. A 14 to hit Sentinel with the bite.
That hits, yes.
And a 16 to hit with the tail.
Yes.
Okay, and it is grappled.
Sentinel's going down.
Sentinel's going down? Okay. Because... how many hit points do they have left?
They both have 6 left.
Okay, yeah. So with that, collapses, and then the Skitter widget there ends its turn in the doorway, and it's going to make dex save. It's got a natural one, so it falls down again into the grease, and it is out. Okay, whoo, my goodness. It's now the cult fanatics' turns. They can't see. Oh, this one can see that one, so it will move the bucket over to smack your last skeleton there. Man, this is a lot going on. Oh, a 19 to hit, so that hits and deals 8 damage to that skeleton. It's down?
Yeah.
Ooh. Sorry, propriety. So all of the skeletons crumple onto the ground into limp piles, and they will now just try to destroy these books. What do they have? Oof. Yeah, they'll just do Sacred Flame on the books. So if those 2 of the books can make dex saves for me.
Okie dokie. Plus 4. 13.
That's a success, and that's a success. So those do not go off. And the final one here, seeing all these tiny little screws flying around, God, I can't believe she can't do much. She can cast Inflict Wounds on a single object. Sure, she'll try to grab one of the objects. So she'll make a spell attack here. Here we go. No, with a 7. She's flailing, trying to grab it, and the spell fizzles in her hand. Okay, Macadamia Nuts turns around and sees Primrose lying there on the ground, unconscious. Oh, Stonky, okay, I'm here for you. And it's going to, he just has a broom. That's all he has. So he's gonna run up and try to smack one of the bolts out of the air. 14 to hit one of the bolts. They have an 18, so no. Okay, Propriety, it's you.
This keeps happening in Story Reckless, where Claire's character goes down. We're fighting a boss. I don't know what to do. I'm out of resources.
It's fine. I'll roll I'll roll a natural 20 and be up again. It'll be fine.
It'll be great.
That's how it usually happens.
Oh God. Okay, do I keep focusing down the cultists, or do I just go for Stonky? I think I need to just go for Stonky. There's no way Stonky has the hit points of a skitter widget. Okay, so my eyes are gonna fly far enough to get eyes in the room
Okay.
for me to see what's going on,
Okay.
see Stonky.
Okay.
I think I give the order to my animate objects.
Yeah.
Kill Stonky, and then all other non-humanoids besides Primrose.
Okay. So all the objects go swirling towards Stonky.
Take your attacks of opportunity.
Yes, they will all get attacks of opportunity. I doubt it will make a difference, but here we go. With their tools. 13, 12,
No.
19. That would have been the one, the Dragonborn, so on the bigger cluster of objects. So that one hits, right?
Okay, yeah.
But it only does... Oh, wait, not... Sorry, that I rolled the wrong dice. Don't ignore that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Only does 3 damage. 3 damage with as
Cool.
she hits it with her hammer. But yeah.
All right. Let's make 10 attacks on Stonky.
Okay, go for it.
Animate objects with advantage. Come on, big money. So lowest roll is a 15.
Oh boy, those all hit. Wait. Shield bumps AC. You said lowest roll is a 15?
Lowest roll is a 15.
Still hits. So he still shields, but it's like, and they're just piercing through the arcane shield. Go ahead, and what's the damage?
65.
Stonky drops dead. How do you kill Stonky? He got to say one thing in the voice that I finally remembered.
I mean, it's just like laboratory instruments and stuff. So, okay, I think
Uh-huh.
it's hit in the head a couple times. Things just start going black for him. He sees stars. And then a model rocket ship. Just like it comes,
Yeah.
growing in size. And it's beautiful. And then boom, everything goes white.
So we see that one of the objects was in fact a model rocket ship that had been built as a prototype, and yes, it strikes him right between the eyes, and he falls back on his back, legs kicking up, the robes kind of coming down around his waist. Boom, lands there, and sticking out between his eyes is a little rocket ship. He is dead. So.
Oh.
This poor man.
I don't want to kill the cultists anymore, but I don't have another bonus action to give them another command.
So is that your turn?
No, that was my bonus action.
Yeah, you have your action. I mean, you see all the cultists look in shock at the dead Stonky on the ground.
My command was to kill everybody in the room.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to cyclically say, if you wish to live, leave this room. Flee this tower. Quickly.
Okay. Make a intimidation check with advantage.
Okay. Intimidation is more Primrose's thing, but we can do that.
You got it.
Uh,
You and you and Lovelace.
that's a 22.
Whoa. Okay. All of the cultists look at the limp body of Stonky on the ground. They take a big sigh, and then you just hear a collective "kung, tung, tung, tung," as they drop their tools, and when it gets to their turn, they will. Yeah. I mean, actually, no, we do need to keep going because the skitter widgets are only charmed by Primrose.
Yeah,
So-
and then I'm going to use my action and bonus action to run away.
Well, you can use your action. Yes, you can use your bonus for the.
Oh no, action and movement. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
we are getting out of here.
Okay.
Oof. How far is 60 feet of movement? That's
Yeah.
not quite as far as I would like, but that's what we got.
Okay. Primrose, as Propriety is figuring out their movement, make a death save for me. Maybe it'll be a natural 20.
Nope, that's a 7.
Oh, one failure.
Primrose,
Stonky.
I can't.
Stonky is dead. The skitter widgets. Yeah, they start backing into the room, just watching you leave, Propriety. So yeah, they'll have to make saves to get through the grease, but just to speed things up, even if they failed, they would still be able to dash to like get into the room. So they get into the room, squaring up against the door, as all of the cultists come bolting out the door of Propriety. You see them come spilling out.
They would need to make
Saves. Yeah.
against my stones.
Like a clown car just like coming out, like slipping around.
Well, so they have to make saves against your stone, and they have to make saves against the grease. So we'll do the grease first. What's your spell save? Is it 17?
Mine or
No. Sorry, Propriety. Is your spell save 17? Okay, so only one of them makes it. The other two just slip as they come running out the door, and then like have to get up and try to scramble their way out. But you know, they're basically non-combatants. They're just trying to flee. So again, I'm not
want to hang out with me.
well, they both succeeded.
Those
But
did,
this
yes.
one,
The
will-
Dragonborn.
Yes, the Dragonborn comes into view and makes an int. Ooh, got a 13.
No. I have a
So-
new friend.
They stop and look down at the unconscious Primrose. And they're gonna go up. Do they have... Oh my god, do they have... Please... Oh, they don't.
It's fine.
They'll make
Help
a,
it
they'll make
all
a
the way.
they will make a medicine check. That is what they will do to try to stabilize.
I'm just covered in burns.
I got a 6, so unfortunately no. They are trying to because they don't have medicine. Yeah, no, they don't. So they're trying to help you on the ground there, but are unable to. Macadamia Nuts, kind of sniffling with tears in his eyes, is gonna run past and make a save. Int at advantage because of the combat, so he got a natural 20, so he succeeds and now needs to make a next save as he tries to run out of the room, and he succeeds, so he stumbles out of the room trying to flee. Okay, I mean, at this point we're Propriety, I mean, are you going...
Send via Harry Potter Owl
Yes.
to Primrose a healing potion.
Okay. How will the potion be delivered into
In the
Primrose's mouth?
Hands of an owl.
How will the owl
Yeah, that's a good
open
question.
the bottle and dump it into...
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Okay, okay. So
Try to stabilize herself, and hopefully there's a humanoid right there trying to stabilize.
okay, so go ahead. You can move. You pass the. You hold up the bottle, and the owl, the eyes snatch it and go flying off. And this will. We're at about 9 here, so this is a good stopping point as the owl flies into the room with the bottle. Can the owl make it?
Oh yeah, 60
Okay.
feet of movement. Like it gets here without using dash,
Okay.
or like just with just its movement.
Okay. So yeah, the owl flies in, and the Dragonborn leaning over, trying to stabilize, Primrose looks up, hearing the fluttering of wings, and sees the glint of the healing potion there. And she's going to try to snatch it out of the owl's talons, which seems like the owl just lets go.
Yep.
She catches it and is going to... Primrose, you need to make one more death save, though,
Yes.
before that can happen.
11.
Okay.
That's a success.
If it was a 1...
If it was a 1!
that would have been...
I will use my bonus action to give my books a new order
Oh, yeah.
to hang out for just a minute.
Okay, okay.
And they're just like fluttering menacingly.
Yeah. And the Dragonborn leans down, puts the healing potion into your mouth, and the wounds start to heal up. Is that just a normal healing potion?
Yes.
Okay, that is 2d4 plus 2. Oops, I meant to roll 2. Okay, so Primrose, you get 6 points of healing from that healing potion, but you are conscious, and that is where we will... Yes, that is where we end tonight, as you come coughing awake, covered in burns, with this Dragonborn looking very worried, leaning over you with an empty health potion in her hand. And that's where we'll
And I
end.
do jerk away immediately because I don't know what she's doing.
Oh, man. Wow, okay, that was wild.
That was really intense.
Yes, it was. I wasn't expecting Stonky to just be
Go
killed
over.
killed
You know
in
what?
one hit.
If he hadn't proved to be such an immediate threat,
Oh, yeah.
me and my friends, and me and me and me and me,
Yeah.
we could have had a conversation.
Yeah. No, it was absolutely fair. That was his response. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for joining us this evening. I almost killed him.
Someday.
Someday.
I'm at 18 hit points. We're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. We will end tonight here and see if, in fact, Primrose and Propriety still want to go to space.
I want to go to space.
Of course.
Nothing has stopped that.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Died. Well, nobody who wasn't trying to kill us has died.
That's true, actually. The only person who has died has been Stonky.
Oh man. I was sitting there like all day during like breakfast and lunch, like trying to figure out this voice and going back and forth. And then before the game, I was like practicing in the bathroom. And of course, when it got to him, I couldn't remember how to do it. And then I finally kind of did a voice, and then he died.
Do you want to give us some voice?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because now I can save that voice for a different character.
That's true.
Oh man. Yes. Thank
This
you.
is a good game. Thanks for playing, friends.
Okay, thank you everybody. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Good night.